The January 24th, 2022 meeting of the Planning and Economic Development Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Alcoffer.
Here.
Mr. Alcoffer is present. Mr. Baines.
Here.
Mr. Baines is present. Ms. Taylor.
Here.
Ms. Taylor is present. Chairwoman DeFlorio.
Here.
Chairwoman DeFlorio is present. Mr. Frazier.
Here.
Mr. Frazier is here.
We will need to suspend the rules of the legislature for the purpose of prohibiting public in-person attendance. You have a non-debatable motion on your agenda, which needs a maker and a second.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by legislator Alcoffer, seconded by legislator Taylor. The next item on the agenda,
All those in favor?
I'm sorry. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Item carries. Next item on the agenda is the public forum. Is there anyone signed up for the public forum?
There is not.
Is there anyone on the line who is not signed up to speak who would like to address the committee? Are they even allowed? No. Okay. Seeing none, the next item is the approval of minutes. You have the November 22, 2021 minutes before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. The next item on the agenda is new business. Mr. Clerk.
22-0016, authorize the initiation of the process for making additions to Monroe County agricultural districts.
Move it,
Second.
Madam Chairman.
Moved by legislator Taylor, seconded by legislator Alcoffer. Before I open it up for discussion, is there anyone on from the administration who can, we have so many new legislators this year. I think it'd be helpful to give a little bit of an explanation as to the process of and why we add items to the agricultural district before voting.
Madam Chair, this is Jeff McCann. I believe we have someone on from our planning department who can answer that.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is Pat Gooch from the county's planning department. Yes, the Ag District is a process established by New York State, which happens for all counties. And every year you're allowed as a farm or another entity to get into an Ag District, which has certain protections. Those protections are generally related to continuing your farm practices. And this process happens once a year for 30 days. Otherwise, you have to wait for the annual 8-year cycle of inclusion in the Ag District program.
Great, thank you. Is there any discussion on the motion?
Legislator Alcoffer.
The floor is yours, legislator Alcoffer.
Thank you. My question through the chair to the administration, as a landowner, is there a minimum amount of land that is required to get into the district?
Through the chair, there are stipulations on the minimum amount of land and the viable agricultural land that you have. It's also based on the farm sales that you have. The specifics of that we can send to you if you would like.
Yes, I would like that. I have some land in another town west up here in Monroe County, about 10 acres that I would consider, doing something with very soon. Did you get that okay?
Yes, we will make sure we do that.
Any other discussion?
No, I yield the floor.
Thank you. All those in,
Legislator Frazier,
oh, yes, go ahead, legislator Frazier.
good evening. Question through the chair to the administration. Who currently serves on the Agricultural and Farmland Protection Board?
Through the chair, give me one moment and I can provide you with a list. Currently, the Agriculture and Farmland Protection Board is made up of appointees. There are 4 active farmers, county legislators, agribusiness representatives, agricultural and land preservation organizations, the chairperson of the Soil and Water Conservation District Board of Directors, the Director of Real Property Tax Service, the County Cooperative Extension Agent Director, and the Director of the Department of Planning and Development. And we can forward you the specific names of all those individuals if you would like.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Item carries. Next item.
22-0017, authorize a contract with Magellan Advisors LLC for a community access plan for high-speed internet.
Move it, Madam
Move it.
Chair.
Second it, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Moved by legislator Alcoffer, seconded by legislator Taylor. Any discussion?
Legislator Alcoffer?
Yes, legislator Alcoffer.
Yes, to you through the administration, could you provide a list of all other respondents to this RFP?
Through you, Madam Chair, yes, we can.
Gotcha.
Madam Chair, we actually have those right now, if you can give me one moment. Through you, Madam Chair, the respondents were Amdocs, ECC Technology, and Hunt Engineer Architects and Surveyors, Magellan Advisors, and Tilson Technology Management.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Any other discussion?
Legislator Alcoffer?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, through you, Madam Chair, could administration explain why Magellan was selected as the most qualified on this bid, please? What were some of the reasons?
Through you, Madam Chair, this was a similar selection process that we use for any professional service. It was ranked by a committee that reviewed all of the proposals. So rather than get into the specifics, if the legislator would like to review the scoring sheets, we would be happy to make them available for his review.
Gotcha. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. I yield the floor.
Any other discussion?
Legislator Frazier,
Yes, legislator Frazier.
question through you, Madam Chair, to the administration. My understanding is that through the APRA, there is funding for underserved communities, populations. Does the county plan on applying for that funding?
Through you, Madam Chair, the ARPA dollars are something that the county has control over. That is definitely a goal that we are interested in pursuing. And the idea behind doing this study is to have a blueprint to help guide any investments that we make in this area.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Item carries. Are there any other matters to come before this committee? Seeing no other matters, the January 24th, 2022 meeting of the Planning and Economic Development Committee stands adjourned. The next meeting of the Planning and Economic Development Committee will be held on Monday, February 14th, 2022 at 5:45.